This is a 20-minute podcast for the Free to Be Power Yoga 40 Days to Personal Revolution program. Week 1, presence. Take child's pose. In this first child's pose, extend your arms long and your fingers, spread them out. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your nose. Open your eyes and gain the awareness of the color of your mat, the texture of your mat, and have the awareness of where you are right now. It is so easy to check out, to drift off and think about other things, about other places or what else you could be doing. And then you miss out on what's actually happening right now. So instead, throughout this practice, keep your eyes open and see what's there. See all that is around you and keep yourself present throughout the practice. Each breath, each movement, this is your life. Take a deep inhale. Sigh out your mouth. Breathe in, press each knuckle into the floor. Downward facing dog. Step your feet together in down dog. Take your right hand to your left ankle. And press the center of each heel down into your mat. Switch sides. Left hand to the outside of your right ankle. And pull your chest through your arm and leg, like through that V shape. Back to downward facing dog. Separate your feet, hips with distance. Fill up. And exhale. See the edge of your mat, the back edge. Take your right leg up to the sky. Open up your hip with your knee bent. And reverse sides. Left leg up, bend your knee. Stack your left hip on top of your right hip. Downward facing dog. Walk forward to the top of your mat and halfway lift. Pull your shoulder blades together. Fold forward. Mountain pose. On your in-breath, look up and see the ceiling. Hands to heart center. And take one full Om. Deep breath in. Mountain pose. Fold forward. Lengthen halfway up. High push up. Pull muscle onto bone of your thighs. Shift your weight forward on your in-breath. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 full Ujjayi breaths. Giving you access to vitality, power, and freedom in your body just by breathing throughout the practice. On your next exhale, soften your heels to the mat, then step forward to the top. Halfway lift, forward fold. Mountain pose, extend your arms and your gaze upward. Fold forward. Halfway lift. High to low push up. Upward facing dog. Keep a slight bend in your elbows. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Soften your knees. Soften your elbows. Inhale. Exhale all of your air out. Step forward to your hands. Lift halfway. Fold down. Extended mountain pose. Fold forward. Halfway lift, pull your front ribs into the center. High push up to low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And each time you settle back into downward facing dog, use it as an opportunity to check back in, to wake back up, to see what you see and not gloss over, not travel off to somewhere else. Instead, stay here, present, grounded in this moment. Walk or jump to your hands. Lengthen halfway up. Forward fold. Chair pose. Squeeze muscle onto bone of your thighs. And stack your shoulders over your hips. Breathe in. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, right away, right side. Press down through the mound of each big toe and the center of each heel. Get connected to the physical foundation. The earth beneath you. Pull the energy from the earth up through your thighs into your pelvis. And then from your pelvis, extend your arms up and back. Breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Pull the front of your pelvis toward your belly button. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Make your front leg a square. So thigh parallel to the earth and your shin perpendicular to the floor. Lift and stretch your toes out on your mat. And put in and keep present. Ujjayi breath for presence. Drishti to connect with where you are. And now pull the foundation, the floor up to your core. One more breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Lift your thighs. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Empty fully. Walk or jump forward to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold down. Chair pose. Pull your upper arm bones back. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Breathe in, reach up, look up. Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale. Lift your right leg. Flip dog. Plant the center of each heel down into the floor. High push up. Side plank, right hand down, left arm to the ceiling. Look up to your left hand and past your left hand. Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg. Flip dog. Reach your left arm toward the front of the room. Fingertips spread out wide. Side plank, left hand down. Stack your hips in line with each other. Tilt your top hip toward the side of the room. Breathe in. Low push up, breathe out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and out. Jump forward to your hands, lengthen halfway up. Forward fold. Chair pose. Twist to your right side and extend your arms open. Press through the center of each heel as an access to this here now moment. The floor beneath you is supporting you in the action you take. Look up to your right hand. Forward fold. Separate your feet, fingers to toes, forward fold. Lengthen up halfway. Fold, pull your chest through your legs. Chair pose on your inhale breath. Twist to the left. Open your arms up, floor to ceiling. And now pull your right lung up toward the ceiling. Look up to your left hand. Forward fold. Separate your feet. Palms to toes, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold deeply down. Pin your shoulder blades to your spine. Set your gaze forward, crow pose. Lift one foot off the floor and bring your heel towards your butt. Flex your foot. And then take your other heel to your butt, flex your foot. Now both feet together. Lift up, look forward. Low push up. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Reconnect with your breath. You stop, drop in, and get present and awake to what's happening in your body, what happens in your mind when you're in movement, in flow, like when things are all working for you. Yeah, that's right now. Breathe in through your nose, empty out. Walk or jump forward to your hands. Lengthen halfway. Fold down. Mountain. Eagle, right side. Lift your elbows to the height of your shoulders. Pull your shoulders straight back. Eagle pose, left side. Pull your front ribs in toward the center. Dancer's pose, right side. Hold your shin or your ankle so you can flex your foot. Now press your foot, your right foot up to the ceiling. Flexed, like you're putting a footprint on the ceiling. And switch sides, dancer's pose. Pull your left knee in towards the center line of your body. Towards the middle. Tree pose, right side. You can keep your toes on the floor with your foot on your ankle, or take your foot all the way up to your inner thigh. Extend your arms over your head. Breathe in, look up, stretch backwards. Tree pose, left side. Just notice where your gaze wanders off to. Can you bring it back and see one thing? See the color of the wall in front of you. See the color of the ceiling above you. Stretch your arms up and your gaze up and back. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Lengthen halfway up. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Triangle pose, right side. Pull muscle into bone of both thighs. Pull your front ribs in towards the center. Rise up to stand, side facing, wide leg, forward bend. Half lift. Fold, pull your chest through your legs. Namaste, front facing, forward fold. Just walk your hands around to the front, lift halfway up. Now pull your chest to the back of the room. Breathe in. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Triangle pose, left side. Press into the pinky toe side of your right foot and the mound of each big toe for grounding. Rise up to stand. Side facing, wide leg forward bend with your hands interlaced behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades around your spine to open up your heart. Namaste, front facing forward fold. You can keep the hands interlaced. That'll help your chest stay open rather than collapsing your shoulders inward. Press down into each foot. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Take a full inhale breath. Empty out. Camel pose on your knees. Press your hands to your low back. Lift your chest up and your head back. Hips forward. Go forward. Yeah. Tabletop. Downward facing dog. Jump through your hands onto your back. Bridge pose. You turn your inner ankles back. The common default is for your toes to go outward. You want to stay on 12 o'clock for neutral, true north alignment. Wheel pose from here. Press down through your feet. You have more weight into your feet than in your hands. Use your strong legs and then pull shoulders into their sockets. Come down, Supta Baddha Konasana. Keep your eyes open. I'm giving you access to right here, right now. When you're present, more things are available. Like what you actually want to have happen in your life can happen when you're awake and present to it. Like what are the things you need to do to make those things happen? You can't do it in a daze or a sleep without intention. You do it with intentionality and presence, purpose. Wheel pose one more time. Go with purpose. This right here now is your life. It's not just part of your life, it's your life. Every part of your life makes up your entire life. And this wheel pose opens you up and creates something bigger for you by opening your heart and expanding your body from the inside out. Lower down. Happy baby. Abdominal twists just for 20. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock and roll up and down the length of your mat. Downward facing dog. And jump through your hands, sit down on your bum. Double pigeon with your right shin stacked on top of your left shin, like fire logs. Flex both of your feet, lift your chest up, and fold forward. Switch legs, double pigeon with your left shin on top. Lean your heart forward with your front ribs pulled in. Extend your legs straight forward, seated forward fold. You just go. Press the mound of each big toe forward. Supine twist. Roll one vertebra at a time down to your back. Hug your right knee into your chest. Cross over your body and gaze to the right side. Switch sides, left knee in and then across your body to the right. Gaze to the left side. Shavasana. And Shavasana giving you freedom, lightness, and acceptance with what is. The start of your 40 Days to Personal Revolution program with this week 1 of presence gives you the insight into what's needed. What do you need to clear out to gain presence for the rest of your life, for these next 6 weeks, and for the rest of it? Surrender with all that has been in the past and accept where you are right now as just part of the journey. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. Roll over onto your right side. Press up to a seated position with your eyes closed, hands at heart center. And sit up tall, rooted in true north with your tailbone underneath your shoulders. Pull your shoulders straight back. And together we'll take one full Om. Breath in. Take your thumb knuckles to your forehead center. Breathe in. Namaste.